प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः।
ओम प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. We are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Shankar's commentary, and yesterday in the 17th chapter we studied up to Shloka 9. The context is that at the end of 16th chapter, Bhagavan had said that you cannot judge by your own mind what is Daivi and what is Asuri. So, the best way, the only way left to you is to consult scriptures when you are to do some work, whether we should do that work or should not do that work. That should be seen from the scriptures and not according to promptings of your desire. To that, Arjuna asked at the beginning of 17th chapter, suppose I do not have time or occasion to look into the scriptures always, but I may not do prompted by my desires. But the fund of Shraddha is with me. Seeing the elderly people and by other means, I got some faith, I got some Shraddha. And will it not be enough to be guided by Shraddha without looking into the scriptures? If without looking into the scriptures, I do work according to my Shraddha, will it be Sattvic or Rajasic or Tamasic? Meaning, will it contain Daivi Sampatti or Asuri Rakshasi Sampatti? Sattvic is always Daivi. Rajasic, Tamasic is Asuri. That is Arjuna's question. Now Bhagavan says that your question is too general. How can one say yes or no unless one separates, analyzes the contents of your Shraddha itself? Shraddha may be in general the function of Sattva Good, but Shraddha itself is of three types: Sattvic Shraddha, Rajasic Shraddha, Tamasic Shraddha. So unless we analyze the Shraddha itself, how can we say whether it is prompted by that Shraddha, your work will be Sattvic or Rajasic or Tamasic? So, Bhagavan presents here a scripture. He makes here one scripture for Arjuna to judge Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. Now, about what? Arjuna had asked about the puja, the main factor of sadhana. So Bhagavan said that puja itself will show whether it is Sattvic, Rajasic or Tamasic. And in addition, the main factors of spiritual life is food. Chandogya Upanishad has clearly demonstrated that it is food which makes the mind. There is a demonstration there between Aruni and Shataketu. So the food which we eat, the subtlest part of it becomes mind. And so the food according to food, the basis of our mind itself is Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. Rather, liked by Sattvic people, liked by Rajasic people, liked by Tamasic people. And yajna, dana and tapa, which the Sankhya's ask us not to do, and Mimamsakas say it must be done, and Bhagavan would say it should be done because it is purifier. So the entire life of Karma Yogi is worship of gods, food, yajna, dana, tapa. So in all these matters, we can see the Shraddha as shown by these four matters. According to that, Shraddha will be Sattvic or Rajasic or Tamasic. So we have seen that puja, Sattvic people do puja of devatas, gods. Rajasic people worship yakshas and rakshasas. The implication for us modern times is powerful, moneyed people. The Sattvic people will search out people who have divine qualities and worship them. The Rajasic people will look out for powerful and money rich people and worship them. And Tamasic people will look for lower, dirty people and worship them. So the modern implication of Devas, Yaksha Rakshasas and Bhutaganas, Maitrukas will be like this. And then he takes up food. And we have seen yesterday, question was asked after class, does the Gita discuss anything about vegetarian and non-vegetarian food? In these three shlokas, there is no mention whatsoever about vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. The qualities only are described. So I have seen that food which increases ayu, sattva, bala, arogya, sukha, priti, which has a juicy food with oil and ghee, that food which stays in the body for some time. Now this is the criteria. If you eat meat or fish, whether it stays in the body? Yes. So it comes under this category.
It depends on how it is cooked.
Huh?
How it is cooked. How it is cooked.
No mention of veg or non-veg food. The criteria is given that it should be sthira, stay in the stomach or body for some time. That means you should be able to digest it fully. If it stays in the body, you can digest it. There are certain foods which you eat and it goes away quickly. Then you are not able to digest it. I will tell a funny joke on that. Joke means my experience. In Rishikesh, 78, 79, last 3 months, I was not going out of Kutir. It is called Akashavrutti or Ajagaravrutti, whatever you call. If food comes, I would eat. If it does not come, Ram Ram. Now, some brahmacharis, they brought a big, what you call, this, in summer we take this, watermelon. Watermelon. I was very happy to see big watermelon. So I cut it and ate the whole thing. And stomach was filled. But 20 minutes, it went out everything. Nothing remained in the stomach. So, understood? Staying and not staying. So, food which stays for some time. Now, there, of course, this non-digestion problem was not there because it is water only. So, it gets digested quickly and the remaining goes away. Anyway, but sthira is one consideration. Ridya is how it appears to the eater. So, that is dear to the Sattvic man. Again and again I repeat, nowhere veg or non-veg is mentioned. Now, when you have brought the topic, food which is readily available in a particular place is eaten by people. Bengal, North Coastal Karnataka, Goa. These three places, fish is most readily available food because everywhere there water, water, water. So if you go to the interior Bengal and say, I won't eat fish, then it will be a problem for the host to cook something for you. Kashmiri people, because of too much cold there, they eat eggs. Brahmins. In Arunachal Pradesh, when a party goes, Gautamaji told that story. Some trip is going on, the boy, seeing a tree, the boys run to it and dig to find out some hair is there or not. A hare or rabbit, if they get, they dig and keep it there as preservative. So anytime they can eat that. So as we see some fruits are fallen or not, the boys will see whether some hare or rabbit is there or not. So food available anywhere, is it? That is the point. Now, for example, take wheat and rice, the main food. Bengal, whole west coast, starting from Mumbai right up to Kerala. East coast, Odisha,
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra, coastal Andhra, Tamil Nadu. They eat rice only. Even the name of meals, they will ask, have you eaten rice?
But
On the other hand, in the central portion of India, from north to south, Punjab, take the northmost. Punjab, UP, the question will be, have you eaten rotis? Rice they eat. Punjab or western UP produces the best quality rice in the whole world. And they eat that ceremoniously once in a while. That which is called basmati rice is grown only in Dehradun, around Dehradun. But they eat it once in a while, ceremoniously. So that which is available is eaten. And the farmers, poor people, village people in UP, jowar. The English general word is millet. But there are so many varieties of millets. So jowar is the main food in UP. Maharashtra, Karnataka, bajra. Most common food. And in many places in India, ragi. In Marathi, the name is different, nachni desi. So, what is available that you eat? And remember, wheat is a hybrid cultivated by man. Wheat is nowhere mentioned in the olden books. In olden books, we will find rice and barley.
Job.
Jaw is barley. And now barley people take only when they are sick, otherwise they don't take. So these changes are there, they are natural, we have to find out. Criteria he has given, that's all. Whether it fits under this category. Rasya, Snigdha, Sthira, Rudya, Ahara, Satvika, Priya. Not only that, the appearance also should be Ridya. On the other hand, most of the people in India and Swamiji found in East European countries, hot, spicy food. In England, America, they eat bland food. Bland. To us, it will be tasteless. So that is the habit. One American professor came to our house and we served food. Then we served pickle, not to him. All of us took pickles. He said, what is that? What is that? Chocolate leg, give me, give me. We told him, don't take that. No, chocolate leg, give me. So he gave him one piece and he put the whole piece in mouth. It was very difficult for him. The burning the mouth was terrible. So then don't take this type of food at all. So this is matter of a different type. Gita says, too much of bitter, too much of sour. One, he has passed away now. In our training time, there was a Malaysian Tamilian brahmachari. Now, curd, dahi. Sometimes these days we are getting very standard dahi. Sometimes they would become fermented. Bubbles are coming up. He would like that anything. He will, before taking food, he will fill his whole mug by that. So too much sour, they like it. Katu, amla, lavana, salty. Now what is too much also is relative. Now somebody gave me some food, I think chide bhaja or something like that. And it was too salty to my mouth, too salty. So I had to mix up many other things in that to be able to eat. But people, as soon as they take food, they will put a heap of salt on everything. So these are very relative considerations. But Gita says, too much of bitter, too much of sour, too much of salty, too hot. Now some people like too hot food. And too cold is not mentioned here. Tikshna, that is pungent, sharp.
Food item, example.
Huh?
Example, Tikshna food.
Chili.
Tikshna, chilies. Chilies.
Oti Ushno food.
Huh?
Oti Ushno food.
Garam chai,
Too hot food.
Too hot coffee,
coffee, tea.
tea.
What is this cigarette and all those things do not come here.
Huh?
Cigarette and all those things do not come here. Cigarette.
Cigarette, Bengali say khawa. Cigarette is not taken as a food at all. Cigarette is smoked. And the rule is that Vivekananda used to tell. Somebody asked him in Nagpur, Maharaj, you smoke? Yes, I take in and I take it out.
Oh.
Cigarette is not a food at all. Can you call it a food? Will it fill your stomach? Tikshna, Ruksha. Ruksha is dry, fully dry. Vidahina is the answer. That which burns your mouth. There again, chili can come. Any ginger, too much, or any such thing which burns the mouth. In English these days, there is only one word, spicy. They don't use the word pungent.
Dahina means roasted. Dahina means roasted. Vishesh bhave dahina.
Vidahina. Vidahina means that which burns. The mouth, the throat. And finally the stomach. It burns. Now the taste in India, or according to the tradition or whatever, 6 tastes are only there. Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, then kasha in Bengali or Sanskrit. Kasha. That is, in English, I don't know. Alum, taste of alum. When this.
Alam is fitkiri. Alam is fitkiri. Fatkiri.
You try to touch alum? Example for the taste I am giving. This, what in Bengali is called kaitbel. Nowhere it is called bel, only in Bengali. It's a covered, kavit, kaitbel in Bengali.
It is not kosher.
When it is very raw, see the taste. Even amlaki, in the beginning, it is that taste. So I am trying to tell the taste. What is the Sanskrit original?
Another one.
Huh? Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, kasha, and
Pungent? No.
pungent.
Pungent, what type of food?
Huh?
What type of food is pungent? Which is scale?
Chili is the main representative of pungent food. Tikshna. In Hindi, tikha. In Bengali, what is teto?
Teto is bitter?
Teto is bitter, all right. Jhal. Jhal is this pungent. Very standard thing, and I miss the Sanskrit. I'll put it. Madhura, Sanskrit, huh? Madhura, Lavana, Tikta, Katu, Kashaya, or Amla. Madhura, Lavana, Tikta. Tikta is that pungent. Katu, Kashaya, or Amla. Meetha, Namkeen, Tikha, Tita, Kadua, Kasaila in Hindi. Kasha. In Bengali, that is Kasaila. Marathi word is Turat. Derived from alum is Turti. So from that taste is defined as Turat. Okay?
Madhu, Lavan, Tikta, Katu, Kasha.
Madhura, Amla, Lavana, Katu, Tikta, Kashaya. Madhura, Amla, Lavana, Katu, Tikta, Kashaya. Now, the English equivalent we'll have to find out. Sweet, sour, salt, pungent. Astringent is the English name for Kasha.
Yes.
Astringent.
Spelling?
A-S-T-R-I. N-G-E-N-T. Astringent. Bitter. Sweet, sour, salt, pungent, astringent, bitter. Okay? 6 tastes. Chalo. That is not mentioned here. Huh? Some of it comes here. Katu, Amla, Lavana. Tikshna, these 4 have come. Vidahina in general. Ahara, Rajasasya, Ishta. And immediately Lord tells what it results in. Dukkha, Shoka, Amaya, Prada. Amaya, disease, bimari. I told you yesterday, too much of chili, then colic pain. Now, that is over. Huh? Let us come to the tamasic food. Huh? Rajasa Purushasya Ishta. Like, he likes. We are trying to find out the Shraddha. So from what food he likes, we are trying to find out what he is. So if this type of food he likes, he is Rajasa. Now Tamasa. Huh? Yata Yamam Gata Rasam Puti Paryushitam Chayat Uchishtamapi Cha Amedam Bhojanam Tamasa Priyam. Another thing we find here, Ramanuja's 3 dosha are not included or meant here. He said Jati dosha, Nimitta dosha, ashraya dosha. That is not mentioned here. Maybe in that amidya, that ashraya dosha may come. So now, meaning yata yamam. What is a yam? Yam word do not know. Prahar,
The Prahar, the day is divided into Prahar, Ashtoprahar.
one day and night consists of 8 praharas. Same thing is called yam. In classical music, that comes, yeah, chara yamam tadapata vite. Now, yata yamam. Literal meaning will be cooked 3 hours before. 3 or more. You have cooked, kept it, and after 3 hours you are eating. Gata rasam. Gata rasam means rasa was there and it has gone. So dried up food, dried up. If you keep food for how many hours, we don't know, but it dries up. So dried food is tamasa-like. Puti. Puti means stinking. Bad smell, strong is puti. This is mentioned in Ramanuja Jati Dosh. Rasun, pyaj, onion, garlic. Swamiji has jokingly described many things. That puti is the main thing. Example given, garlic, onion. People want putiras and they don't eat garlic and onion because Ramanuja told. And they discovered he. That is what Swamiji has said.
Discover heat.
He.
Hing.
Heat.
He you do not know. In English, big name is as supported area. And they use it like anything. Swamiji said, because hing is not mentioned by Ramanuja, does not mean that it is not bad. Criteria is stinking, very strong bad smell. Anyway, so puti means strong bad smell. That also depends upon habit. No, nowadays I am not finding that. In my training batch, people coming from south, as soon as they enter the dining hall, they get nausea, vomiting tendency, because everything is cooked in mustard oil. The very smell of mustard oil will put vomiting tendency in them.
Nowadays, sometimes rice oil. Nowadays,
Yeah?
rice oil, rice oil. Rice oil sometimes cook.
But we are not cooking that. Throughout Bengal, cooking is in mustard oil.
Yes.
Only. I am telling they have
Yes.
it. It was very difficult for them to eat any food. But I am telling these days I am not finding because India has become a whole India. Anyway, so puti paryushitam. Paryushitam means overnight cooked. Cooked today, eaten tomorrow. Yesterday, eating today. That is called paryushitam. Hindi parosa. Sure, yeah. Huh? That which is like this. Uchishtam,
Taken by somebody else.
eto in Bengal. In English, there is no such word. We can say leftover. Uchishtam api cha amedyam. Now the question is of amedyam. I'm trying to find out, I'm not getting any dictionary or anything. Amedyam is which is not fit for yajna. That means meaning amedyam. But what makes it unfit for yajna is not mentioned. According to my impression, it is, as I was telling, food obtained by wrong methods. I gave two examples. That is, you want to catch fish. You catch either by angling or by net. But instead of that, they explode bombs in water. So fish over a large area become killed. Easy to gather them. That becomes amedya. If you have to hunt deer, you have to have correct aim. But otherwise the deer will run away. But in order to make it easy, in the arrow, you put little poison. Then wherever it hits the deer, it will die.
It is not Ashray Dosh. It is not, is it Ashray Dosh?
Huh?
Ramanuja's Ashray, Jati Nimitta and Ashray. Jati Nimitta and Ashray, Ramanuja's.
Ashray is not mentioned here at all. It may be in Amedya that touched by wrong people. Polluted by some means, that is the meaning. Unfit for yajna. That means has become bad. So my impression is this food obtained in the wrong way. But it can also mean touched by somebody, these are food is lying, somebody touches, it has become polluted. This chana or paneer which you are eating is called fresh cottage cheese. It is not cheese actually. Fresh cottage cheese. Swamiji said in Germany and other places, the older the cheese, the better. Stinking. He has described that worms are running out. They'll catch the worms and eat with cheese. So habits. But that will come under puti. Anyway, so Gita provides corrective. As I said in Amedyam, it may include that Ashray dosh, touched by somebody.
And what is Nimitta Dosh?
Nimitta is fly, dust, dirt. These days it is avoided. Halwais and all that, they are keeping in glass case, closed. Anyway, don't waste more time on food only. Anyway, Shankar says, Yata Yamam Manda Pakva. He has changed the meaning and he has given the reason for change. Yata Yamam means cooked one prayer before. But he says yatayamam means mandapakvam, half cooked, not cooked properly. Why he says so? That also he explains. Nirviryasya gatarasena uttatvat. Nirvirya. That means the essence, juice has gone away. He said that is told in Gatarasam. If it is kept for more than 3 hours, the rasa will go away. But rasa gone has been described in Gatarasam. So yatayamam should mean half cooked. That is Shankar's explanation. Yatayamam literally means cooked 3 hours before. But what happens if you keep for 3 hours? The juice will go away. But juice go away is Gatarasam. So it should mean something else. And that something else Shankar says half cooked. That is the reasoning he has given. Understood? Yatayamam mandapakvam. Why? Nirviryasya gatarasena uttatvat. Nirvirya, that which essence or substance has gone away.
Strength.
Juice has gone away. So juice has gone away has been told in Gatarasam. So yatayamam should mean half cooked. Okay? Gatarasam rasa viyuktam. Rasa has gone away. Puti durgandam. Parishitam cha. He has not given the meaning. The meaning is that, no, it is given. Parishitam cha pakvam sad ratyantaritam cha. Ratyantaritam. That means one night has gone. Cooked yesterday, you are eating today. Pantavat. Uchishtam apicha bhukta shishtam. Uchishtam is leftover. Bhukta, eaten, shishtam, remaining. Api. Amedyam ayajnarham. Yes. Amedyam means not fit for yajna. Bhojanam idrisham, bhojanam tamasa priyam. Okay, let us go forward. Enough of food discussion. We are nowhere found discussion of veg, non-veg, that's all. And by effect, if we see, it may be Rajoguna, it makes a man restless, but it is not included in the way we cook makes it Tamoguna. So much oil, so much spice, it will definitely become Tamoguna. One more thing I wanted to tell. Anything eaten in excess becomes Tamoguna. Take for example ghee, rabdi. If you eat too much ghee, what happens? Thakur has told in very bad words.
The Niranjan Maharaj. Last increase.
Definitely. Similarly, rabdi. So the best sattvic food, if you eat in excess, it is tamoguna. Anyway. I remember again some incident in my life.
Eaten excess তামো খাওয়ার এটা কোথায় পেলেন মানে কোথা থেকে?
I am telling experience, as you found out. Ghee, if you eat too much, it will increase. Rabdi, ghee. And now I will tell some incident. I went to Goa first time with Bhavananji. And somebody's house, there was no ashram. Now they gave us very heavy food. Heavy in Maharashtra, Puran Puri. You know Puran Puri?
I know.
Huh? You don't know. Chola dal is cooked with sugar. And that is pasted. And that is filled as Puran and Puri is made. And eaten with so much ghee. So it is a very heavy food. Very nicely made, very tasty we ate. And after taking rest for say 20 or 30 minutes, I felt like meditating. I sat up and wondered how this has happened. I called the cook. There was no cook, housewife. So I asked her, what have you mixed in this to make it this type? She said, I have not mixed anything. But while cooking, I was thinking of the mother. So she might have put something. That was her reply. Anyway, just one experience. That lady is listening to the class. I will never forget that incident. Then I called both of them, husband and wife, and said, why in your house there is so much bhakti filled in? She said again, my father-in-law brought bhakti from Ramakrishna Mission. You understand? Shifting the credit to somebody continuously. What you have missed, mother might have given. How is bhakti? My father-in-law brought. People will try to shift blame on somebody, but credit, am I credit? Anyway, chalo. Let us read something. Afala kankshi bir yajno vidhi drishto yajjate yashtavameveti manaha samadhaya sattvika. I remember that lady. She is regular in attending the class. Now, yajna. Next is yajna. Now, sattvic yajna. Afalakankshi bir yajna. Man who does not desire any fruit is doing that yajna. That is sattvic. Vididrishto follows the scriptural injunctions minutely. Ya ijjate, one who does yajna like this. Yashtavyam eva iti manas samadhaya. Then you ask him why you are doing. When you don't desire any fruit, why you are doing? You say, yajna must be done, that's why I am doing. Yashtavyam eva iti manas samadhaya. His mind is satisfied by the thought that it should. Yajna dana tapa should be done, purification. So, I am not doing out of desire, then why are you doing? Because yajna should be done, so I am doing. Manas samadhaya, that means his mind is satisfied in this thought. That is sattvika yajna.
Yastavyam eva iti.
Yashtavyam eva. Iti. Iti means this much. Quotation mark. Yashtavyam eva. Should we sacrifice? So I am sacrificing.
And what is yastavyam? Yastambhyam?
Sacrifice should be conducted. Iti manasamadhaya. So his mind is satisfied in this thought that yajna should be done. Sa sattvika. Now these days yajna has almost gone away. It has been replaced by puja. So you ask many people, why are you doing puja? Don't ask why. Puja should be done. Idealistic, that is sattvika. Afalakankshi bhi. Atha idanim yajna trivido uchyate. So now 3 types of yajna are being told. Afalakankshi bhi, afalarthi bhi, yajno vididrishta shastra chodana drishta, as prompted in the scriptures. Yo yajna ijjate nirvartate, complete the yajna, yashtavyam eva iti, yajna swarupa nirvartanam eva karyamiti. That sacrifice should be completely done. That's all. That is karya. That is duty. Eva iti, yajna eva karyam iti, manasamadhaya, na anena purushartha mama kartavya iti. I am not seeking anything by this. My mind is satisfied with this thought that yajna should be done. Iti evam nishchitya sa sattviko yajna uchyate. So that yajna is sattvic. So here the thought process undergone in the yajna is being told. That makes it sattvic. Follows the methods prescribed in the Shastras and does not desire any fruit. And yajna should be done, so I am doing. Abhisandhayatu phalam dambhartam api chaivayat ijjate bharata shreshta tam yajnam vidya rajasam. Now opposite of this, abhisandhayatu phalam. I am doing yajna because I want this fruit. Dhammartam api, in that asuri sampatti we had come that. I shall sacrifice just to show. Hey Bharata Shrestha Arjun, when yajna is done like that, tam yajnam rajasam iti. So that is rajasa yajna. Out of desires and ostentation, to show. 2 different categories are there. Vidhihinam asruštannam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. Vidhihinam, not according to Vedic methods. Asruštannam, when you are doing yajna, you have to feed many people. But we are not cook people. That means without feeding people. Mantrahina, no proper chanting, no proper mantras used. Adakshinam, you are not given dakshina also properly. Shraddha virahitam, because you have no faith in that. Just it is being done. Tamasam parichakshate. This is called tamasya. Nachiketa's father was giving dakshina, very wrong dakshina. So that is one example. So any of these faults will make it tamasic. Unmethodical, without donation of food, without proper mantras, without proper dakshinas, without shraddha, all this is tamasam yajna. Vidhihinam Yatha chodita viparitam. Acharya says, opposite of what has been told in the Vedas. Asrushtannam brahmanebhyo na srishtam na dattam annam yasmin yadne. So, Brahmins are invited and fed. So that is not done in a yajna. That yajna. Yajne sa asrushtanna tam asrushtannam. Mantra idam mantrata swarato varnata cha vikta mantra idam. Now mantra hinam means either intonation is wrong or the words are wrong. Adakshinam ukta dakshina rahitam. Ukta dakshina, that means what should be given, that dakshina. Shraddha viraitam yadnam tamasam parichakshate tamo nivrittam kathayanti. Done in a tamasic way. Okay? Not proceeded to, I lost time in food. Om prapanna parijataya totra vetra ekapanaye jnanamudraya krishnaya gitamrita duhe namaha. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. I am not prescribing non-veg food, and people should not take in this life. You asked a question, I said it is not mentioned here.
Prapanna parijataya totra vitraikapanaye jnanamudraya krishnaya Gitamrita duhe namaha.